4-Hers in Grenada engaged in an exciting series of climate-smart agriculture training. The sessions were facilitated by the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SAEP.
What we're trying to do is to revitalize the 4-H councils in Grenada. So an MOU was signed between the Ministry of Agriculture and SAEP, whereby SAEP, through funding from IFAD, is going to provide technical assistance to the 4-H councils.
Over 4 weeks, 4-Hers from all 6 councils, including Karakou, visited farms and other areas where they witnessed a specific climate change issue and saw firsthand how farmers adapt.
They would have seen hydroponics and aquaponics, they would have seen mulching, they would have seen composting, they would have seen different aspects as it relates to agriculture. And the whole idea is to bring that awareness to the 4-Hers, exposing them to the different agricultural practices as it pertains to climate-smart agriculture.
That greenhouse effect is what happens when you have a car closed up. That same thing is happening to this globe that we inhabit. So I spent the first session explaining what climate change was, how it impacts agriculture, what they can do as 4-Hers, not just in their schools and with their colleagues, but with their parents, adults generally, and the farming population in Grenada in particular.
We are going to layer the composting. So we put in a layer of dry with the bagasse, a layer of green, then we put in some plain manure and the sagasam seaweed. Then we'll water it, and then we do another layer again, because it's going to be easier for the children when they have to turn it every 7 days. So after you finish, you do everything, you cover it with plastic bag so that it can rot. So when it's really ready, you're going to see a lot of earthworms and stuff in it.
If you're making compost, you need to make sure it's broken down properly. You must stay for 21 days, and if it's not broken down fully, you do it for a few more days.
When you're making compost, you shouldn't put flowering plants, as the seeds from the plant can sprout and cause problems. And I learned how to propagate properly.
I enjoy it very much because it's something I'm interested in, and I can also share with my friends, helping others with the planting and teaching them about the organic ways and how they could plant.
I learned different ways to take care of plants, from preventing from dying. So now I can take this practice and teach others, and I do it for myself.
The drainage system, everything is along on the contour, although here is relatively flat. When you establish a contour drain, effectively what it does, it reduces the speed of the runoff.
4-H is all about your head, your heart, your hands, and your health. And whereas I can assist the students in expanding their minds, hopefully, make them more involved in the dexterity and the use of their hands, and I can certainly put my heart into it, right? The teachers are the ones who put in their hearts into it. And the final H is your health. And part of this second round has to do with food and nutrition, how climate smart agriculture has to be safe, because it's one thing to be climate smart, but if some of the practices that we are pushing literally aren't safe, then there will be repercussions, not just for our generation, but for generations to come.
What I recommend, because they are young, you want to tend to them first, before going to any other pen, so you won't carry any contaminants to them.
I learned that agriculture is very important, and I could feed my animals and take care of them good. I want to share with my family about the types of pen manure and how you're supposed to use them.
The workshop is very timely. The information given is very pertinent to our kids on the topics, for example, climate change, water conservation, climate smart agriculture. These topics are very important and dear to the people of Karakou, and the children's presence here actually shows that they are interested in agriculture, they are interested in climate smart agriculture, and they are interested in being resilient and self-reliant.
These 4-Hers will be the ones that are leading the way for us being more self-sufficient.
SAEP will continue with our training and community awareness activities to sensitize not only the 4-Hers, but the good thing is that we have teachers on board as well. The teachers themselves will be able to impact the knowledge to the other students, because based on COVID, we only could have accommodated a limited amount of students. With the videos, we'll be able to have more students being involved.
The future of agriculture is alive and well. We are going to have the right mix of the intellectual, the head, the hands, the practical skills, the heart. In other words, they're going to be driven by more than just money, and they're going to provide a healthy population. That is the core of 4-H.
I am a pro SAEP
SAEP
beneficiary.